Okay.
He's trying to tell you to go that way.
He is. Well.
Okay, I'll look.
I can't read that. What's it say?
The area is off limits. Imperial Code
Blah, blah, blah.
94364. Numbers. No selling or trading.
Okay. Rules.
Yeah.
Why are we even still here? There's nothing. Come on, let's get him. Fight us, you coward!
Bitch.
You good?
Boom. Yes.
And a mess. Oh, like 5 more. 4 more? 4 more.
Where did you come from?
I'm just over the ridge. Kansas City, somewhere over the rainbow. I do love one of the the big things to compare
Kill him quick.
Star Wars to is Oz.
Why?
Because you have Luke who's on this farm, a whirlwind of events happens, then all of a sudden he gets taken to this other side of the galaxy to a world you can only dream of. Oh wow, I can backstab in this? Oh shit. I'm waiting for them to start throwing out commando troopers and shit like that for them to be like, this is gonna be rough. Alright, let's see what it says.
It's all
Oh. Eviction notice. Civilians must immediately report to relocation. Looters will be shot in accordance with the Imperial. Okay. No selling or trading without proper authorization, explicit consent. This property and its belongings are now under the protection of the Galactic Empire.
nice. The Empire just wanted this land.
Ooh. I wonder if we're going to go up against the 501st, which is Vader's personal legion, who are undefeated in battle and comprised primarily of clone troopers instead of stormtroopers who are actually volunteers like Han Solo tried to be. Weird things. That's all. That's all I had there. There are guys up top.
I see you down there.
Yeah, he does.
And one of the things is the one of the things that is why Jedi are able to actually deflect lightsabers is because they're able to use the Force.
Get in here.
Oh, you're stronger. You're much stronger. All right, buddy. Let's see what this is.
Time to end this.
You're right. It absolutely
Boom.
is.
He's like a sand trooper or a sand scout trooper there, but scout trooper
Good
commander.
job, spouse.
Yeah.
You know the little patches and the little shield changes.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't trying to brush off my shoulder. I was actually saying that is typically what
that's
this
what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm not using my words correctly, but my point is their armor.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
And the different
I love their
what the
armors.
things mean.
I actually really like the design of the stormtrooper. But yeah, one of the reasons that the Jedi are able to deflect lasers back because they travel at the speed of light.
Forced the villagers from their
But the
homes.
speed of light is still finite. It can't
Shipped
go
out to
faster. It
workers.
just is.
Or worse.
So they're able to use the Force to enhance their abilities in order to. That was tough on that. In order to be like, oh, now I can move faster because I can compensate for that speed.
Can you go inside that one?
I don't think so.
Nope. Do 180. Make a right.
Right there.
No. Can't go into any of these. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So far, no.
You get all the way up to the wall, no momentum.
Yeah, it does just kind of stop there.
Yeah, that's lame.
Okay, let's see. Where do we need to go? So I'm waiting for the ability to bend that down, which will probably be force push, force pull, however they want to put it.
Yeah.
I like to think that they're the same thing, and it's not a bunch of different stuff. But
Ah!
We found the Jedi.
okay,
You just got shot in the back.
that's fine. Oh hey, Which means...
What?
Shortcut.
I love a shortcut.
Me too. We're gonna continue on for a moment. We'll come back. I have a feeling like this is one of the first areas where you can truly grind out and just be like, oh no, let me build myself stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy approaching. Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Oh no, don't fall. Look at you, going across the pipe, balancing, fighting.
Yeah. Look at me I'm doing all the things right now, Cyril.
I'm doing the Jedi things.
I'm driving, I am shooting out the window. What else do you want me to do? I forget who it was I was watching do a podcast, and he got really surly about it. He's one of the voice actors, like a prominent voice actor in Star Wars, Rebels and Clone Wars.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, people want to play these games like you can level up as a Jedi. He goes, I was told by George Lucas, the guy who created Star Wars, like, this is how it works. The Force automatically balances. You can't get stronger. You can't level up. You're just born with it. And it was one of those things where I'm like, I get what you're saying.
All right, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it was just, well, I get what he was saying. And I was like, I get that, but here's the deal. Authorial intent don't mean shit. A lot of people don't care what George Lucas thinks. So, why would we care that you're like, blah, 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 blah. He knows his Greek mythology. That's fantastic.
That's nice.
I'm glad he does.
Cool story.
It makes his stories better. I get that Darth Maul could be Sisyphus. But,
That
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, it
No
makes
one wants
sense.
to be Sisyphus.
No one wants to be Sisyphus. But, it's... When you think about it, like Darth Maul, it comes back 3 times, but fails. He will constantly roll the boulder up the hill and never make it back. I thought it was actually a really good argument. I'm like, oh, that's a really good motif, and I really appreciate that. But I'm also like, it doesn't make sense, because then why are these other things allowed to happen within the universe? For instance, he's like, the Force would balance out, so Anakin would have to stop the, the Emperor. But, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But, Cal's defenses are improved, allowing him to take less. Yes. Meaning that... I don't even remember where I was going with that. But, I don't remember where I was going with that. I'm sorry, Winners.
Sexy.
So, thank you. He makes the argument, he goes, you know, in Star Wars, the Emperor knows he can't beat Anakin, so what he does is he seduces him to the dark side. And then what does the dark side do? The dark side, or the Force gives us Jedi twins, his own kids, Luke and Leia, who are both Force sensitive. And my biggest argument against that was, then why was it at the end that Anakin was the one that defeats the Emperor? Like, that was just my question. Like, I see what you're saying, but here's my problem and the flaw I have with that logic. Which you can say, well, Luke saved him and did all of that, but... Argument's still going to stand that...
In the rotation since I left Bogano.
My friend, in the rotation since I left Bogano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible. This planet, their homeworld, has been a revelation. It appears many, yet not all Zepho could wield the Force. They called it the Life Wind. I like that. And those who wielded it, sages. 3 names appear frequency: Irium, Mictrul, and Kujet. It seems these sages held esteemed positions within their culture. I've informed the Council to lukewarm reception. They have become too focused on Jedi history, but the history of the Force belongs to us all.
I've uncovered more about the Sith than I once believed possible.
Yeah, you just read it instead of letting him narrate.
This door's not budging.
Okay. I like that, and that actually is one of those things that I've made the argument that the Jedi are or the Republic with the Jedi in charge are a dystopia, because you have religious zealots who are like, hey, in order to be treated like us, you have to be special. By the way, if you are like us, we're going to run and kidnap your kid because we don't think that you can teach them the way they want to, and they have to learn our way. And I was like, huh, that's definitely the makings of tyrannical society, guys. Like, I get you're trying to do good things, but,
Can you climb up that?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Bummer. Run, jump.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. Like, his light's good, but, like, you just see how much this, like, lightens up everything, and I'm like,
Yes.
oh, hey.
Yes, please.
Come back here.
His light is just going through it.
So what was in there?
New lightsaber material. Copper. I like how, no matter what universe you're in, copper's always there. Doesn't matter. Always a form of copper.
It's a natural element.
In a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. It's one of those things where you're like, would they have all the same, like, materials that we would have here? I mean, they're limited by our language and our own knowledge. But... Oh, hey!
You got the power on.
I did get the power on.
You made the sun come out.
I don't think that's... Well, maybe.